Good morning, everyone. It's been a while since I've done any videos, been a little under the weather, but this morning I'm feeling a little bit better, having my cup of coffee and going over comments on one of my videos telling me how I am the whole problem in the world and I'm a liberal scumbag and I don't know what I'm talking about and I should shut up and get off of YouTube. So a good start to my morning. And then I was watching a video from Dorian Stretton, who I've seen through TheAtheistHub. I don't know if you guys know what TheAtheistHub is yet. You probably all do. Just a channel that you can submit your atheist videos to and give a clip, and they will give you shout-outs. Just a place where atheists can get a little more exposure. Usually smaller channels is what they're looking for. So if you have some atheist videos that you want to put out there, TheAtheistHub will get you some views, I suppose. I may or may not put one on there. But he was talking about God did it as not being an answer, and I wanted to address that, I suppose. I think I've already done this in a previous video, but I feel compelled this morning to address it again. Get the coffee doing its work on the intestinal tract while I'm discussing the invisible man in the sky. Seems appropriate. But he was saying that Christians say, usually Christians, say God did it is an answer. And he's right. It is an answer. It's a bad answer. It's an answer that doesn't answer anything, but it's satisfying to them for some reason. They have faith in God, so if God did it, then it must be good. But I'd like to pose a scenario and take for a minute that, let's say, God did do it, and you've died, and you're sitting there praising His glory in the afterlife, and you're thinking about the universe, contemplating, of course, your friends and family and loved ones that are in hell suffering for all of eternity because they didn't believe in the right invisible man, and you're cool with that, but you do have some questions about the universe, or some thoughts about the universe, and you look over at God and you ask, why, or how did you make the universe? I mean, all of this expanse and glory and wonder, how did you do that? If he was really sitting there and was a real entity, and he turned and looked at you and said, I work in mysterious ways you could never understand. I did it. I breathed the word of life into the universe, and then it was. Would you really think that's an answer? And I know I probably have negative 20 Christians that watch my channel, but I don't know is that satisfying to you to know that God did it, or to think that God did it? If in the afterlife you were to ask God and He said, well, I did it. I work in mysterious ways. Magic. You can't do it. Only I can do it because I'm special and you're my minion. I'm being facetious, of course, and dismissive. But as far as I know, even if you're dead in the afterlife, groveling at the feet of Jesus, you will never be able to make a universe. You won't make life. You are God's minions and are to praise Him for the rest of eternity. Should you be valuable enough to make it into heaven and to kiss His feet, you then will do that for the rest of eternity. And you'll be happy about it, because He'll make you happy about it. But if you have any questions, Him doing it is still not an answer. Or it's not a good answer. It shouldn't satisfy you. If you were, I think I gave this example in the video I think I did on this, is if you went to a mechanic and you're sitting down with him and he shows you the bill, which would be, you can go to hell or go to heaven and grovel. That's the bill. And your car was working better, and you go, well, what was wrong with it? And he goes, I did it. That's your answer. You shouldn't be satisfied with a mechanic just saying, here's your bill, I did it. It costs your soul, of course, but it's good. And come back when you have another issue, and I'll charge you more of your soul. Don't worry about how, or why, or what, or the exact, parts, or what. Don't worry about any of that. I did it. Just trust in me, and bring it back when you have another problem. You would never go back to that mechanic again. So, that was just my thought as I'm gestating and working on my morning business. I was thinking about religion. So, good morning, everyone. Peace.